Alright, get ready.
Is that our Kelly?
No. We gonna play some. What's up, believers? You know, it's all things Christmas. And you know, arguably, this is the most wonderful time of the year. It brings out the best in people. Literally, people are opening doors for you that they would normally close in your face. They're holding, like, literally opening up the L doors for you and keeping time with what the reason for the season really is, and that is to be kind. And sometimes, you know, it's just nice to be nice. But remember, when you're in the position to help someone, be glad and always do it, because that's God answering someone else's prayer through you. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio on this, yes, it's my favorite day, Friday, with your main man,
Action Jackson.
Clumsy.
I want to know when you was on the L.
I've been on the L before, please.
Before.
In life.
I know. Well, you know what? This is the happiest time of year, right? What you call it?
Arguably the most wonderful time of the year. And I didn't call it that. I stole that from somebody.
Vicky, Walt Disney.
Yeah.
We also have Brunches during this season.
Oh my God. Of course. You came with the Grinch. Now I choose to concentrate on the positive.
Yes.
Because it just garners a better return.
That it does. And I'm so excited. You know, I used to not get excited about Christmas.
Why? Because you had to buy so many gifts?
Not that. You know what? I love business, right? And when Christmas season happens, business slows down. You can't get people. You get a lot of, I'll be back January the 5th emails. And it's like, hey, can I get this done? It's like, no, I'm out of town with my family. And I used to be like, look, I want to keep working. We can be on vacation, but let's get these deals done. But now,
don't ever ask me
right. But now that I have kids,
oh yeah,
I am excited, and I'm like, well, why the tree not up? Let's do this. Let's decorate.
Because now you're reliving your childhood vicariously through your children.
Yes.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. And you know what? Christmas at my house, my mother always said, like, literally, you have to be home for Christmas. So even into adulthood, way into adulthood, we would always come home for Christmas.
That's good. Well, we are home for Christmas.
We are. And you know what? Our online exclusive topic today is going to also be all things Christmas. So if you are not tuning in online, you still have an opportunity to do so. Go on Tammy T Fair on Instagram and the Brunch Bunch. What is the call? You know what it is. The Brunch Bunch on Facebook, because the online exclusive, again, is going to be about Christmas. Now, it's going to be kind of grinchy, though.
I had one, too. I dreamed of an online question. Now I don't remember it.
Yep, that's what happens when dreams get deferred. We're not going to defer you any longer, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390. Hey, guys, it's Tamara Fair.
What's up, Tina?
What's up, Tina?
Yeah, I feel like it's just a little off. Ain't it crooked?
Hey, real Otis. Real Mr. Otis.
Otis, what's up?
First of all, we know where you are.
Yes, we do. We saw you on the cameras.
Saw you on the camera.
Tell the neighbor we said hey.
Hey, Tina.
What time did she call?
She actually, she's on the phone now, but she actually called an hour ahead because she was on
her time.
But listen, guys. Okay, so what's up, Riso? So listen, it's Christmas time. We talked about it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So people's hearts are softened. Turn that down a little bit for me, Zoe. Okay. People's hearts are softened. And a lot of people do things in the Christmas season they wouldn't do in any other season. So let me just set the scene for you. Your relative calls you because, you know, Christmas is a big deal. Families get together. Families going to get together. You guys are going to have a big deal celebration. So one of your family members calls you and they say, you know what? I'm coming for Christmas. I know you haven't heard from me in years. And then you remember the last time that you did talk to that family member that you all had a big rift. But they ask, can they stay with you? What do? Do you feed into the Christmas spirit, or do you hold on to the grudge that actually happened between you all? What's up, Mika? What's up, my daddy? Okay, so my daddy is now in California with my sister. He's not in Brazil. Welcome to the States. What's up, Touch? Uh-oh, my whole family is on today. So Tot, you know. Well, you know what inspired it, right? Anyway, so again, for those of you who are just joining and didn't hear the online topic, Christmas time is one of the best times of the year. As I aforementioned, it brings out the best in people. So, in celebration, people get together with their family, and one of your family members, who the last time you talked to them, which was about 2 or 3 years ago, calls you and asks you, can they stay with you? Do you allow that? Or do you do it begrudgingly? Or do you just say, nah, because the last time I talked to you, it really didn't go so swell? What do you do?
So somebody that you haven't talked to, a family member, wants to come and stay with you.
Yep. But you haven't talked to them in like 2 or 3 years, because the last time you talked to them, you had an argument with them, right? And that kind of carried on, which is why you haven't talked to them in 2 or 3 years.
So you made it a point not to talk with this person because the last interaction was bad.
Correct. You let them stay.
I would let them
I'm
stay.
letting them stay.
You would.
Where are they from? Is it like states away, or can they?
Now they live in the city. They stay.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
So
I
I'd say,
if they're far away, I'm letting them stay. They got nowhere else to stay.
Well, Mika says they would have to talk first.
is that money, Mika?
Of course.
Okay.
It depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
Yeah, that does.
So I got a good. I know what my question was.
But we got a question.
But it's
related?
similar to
Okay.
this.
Hey, child.
So I overheard a combo, let's just say, where a guy gets on the phone and he said, "Why would you ask my wife, do she want company and flowers and chocolates?" And he said, "I don't care that we having our issues right now. You know." And I said, "Well, who is that?" He said, "My brother, family member." So in a case like that, you ain't staying in my house. You done called my wife.
You don't went way.
But
That's a hands down. No, sir, you cannot even come to the.
But you think, what if that was like 2 years ago?
You
Family
can't
member.
sit at the table next to my wife.
Too close.
Way too close. And if you come here with some little grimy gifts, you gotta get the.
And you know, I'm always trying to find the silver lining. So you know, I'm always trying to find the silver lining. So I was like, well, maybe that's no. I can't even think about it like that.
You cannot justify.
I said he should not have asked your wife, and he said
chocolate candies and wine.
Wine, yes.
Oh, that's a date. That's a whole date.
I said he's trying to get your wife drunk.
Is Monet on? She coming on now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know today is what? December the
Friday.
6th. December the 6th. December the Friday. December the 6th. You went to public school, right? Okay.
I did.
A lot. But anyway, so tomorrow is December the 7th. And you know we'd like to keep you guys always ignited, always ahead of the curve. And so we got a great returning guest, one of our brunch bunch favorites, Miss Monet Swan, because tomorrow is the deadline for Medicare and Medicaid. So Monet is a passionate advocate for over 26 years. She's been spinning legal, nonprofit, government, and financial sectors. And as the face of Ask Monet segment on Secure 65 Health Plans YouTube channel, she empowers seniors by breaking down Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security while tackling topics like AI, impact on aging communities. Well, Monet's mission is clear: to ensure equitable access to resources for underserved populations, making her a trusted voice and ally in the fight for dignity and support. It is our palm-pleasing pleasure to welcome back Miss Monet Swan. Hey, Monet. Listen, girl, we are so excited to have you back. The work that you're doing is so critical. I didn't realize that we were one day before the deadline. So since
one day.
Yeah. So if they're gonna hold to tomorrow, not the next business day, am I correct?
Exactly. Tomorrow at midnight.
Tomorrow at midnight.
Wow.
So to me, this is so important. And I know we're talking about Christmas and all these other things that are supposed to be wonderful, but you know what? Your life needs to be wonderful.
Yes.
Right? And so I wanted to tell you guys, I had some stuff I was going to say, but I know y'all have been looking at the news, and a lot of things have been going on. So you can ask me whatever you want. I'm not, whatever. Ask me whatever you need to ask me. But I want seniors to understand: stop following the crowd. listen to me, seniors, stop it. Because, as a child, I remember my mom said, "What, Susie jumped off the bridge? You going to jump off the bridge?" Right? Don't do it. Go to a boutique agency where you have independent agents that are senior advocates, and it needs to be together. They need to be able to talk to an independent agent that is their personal agent. Tamara, picking up the phone, stop calling the carrier.
Mhm.
Stop calling
Right.
the captive agents. Because who do they represent? The
Big
company that they're captive
pharma.
with. Right? Look, she said, let me just jump over all that.
Yeah.
But they all are in the same group.
Well, you
right?
know what I
So-
noticed, Monet, this time than I didn't notice last time? There are more commercials for existing insurance carriers than there were before. So you got Aetna, you got
Humana, Cigna.
yes, all of the Blue Cross Blue Shield that are appealing to the Medicare and the Medicaid. I'm sure that they did it before. Maybe it's because of you that I'm acutely more aware of it, but I noticed that. So the difference
also-
between them and you and a company like yours is boutique. But explain what boutique benefits are.
Okay, so let's say every year the captive companies, which are like the Aetnas, the Cignas, the Humanas, they flood the airwaves, telling people, come call us directly, right? So if any of you guys have ever had a captive company like a State Farm or an Allstate or any of those companies for your home and auto, have you ever called and said, can I negotiate a claim?
Nope.
No, you can't. What?
You can barely get a person to get on the phone.
Right. Forget about it. It doesn't even work. So when you call somebody who's not a captive agent, number one, or even worse, Tamara, they're calling call centers. Call centers are agents that may have a license next year, may not, may have come on strictly to sell. Well, guess what? Things happen throughout the year. Who are you gonna call?
Yep.
Right? Do you have a name and a number? Nobody. So all of our clients have our agents' cell numbers and a direct number at the office. Why? Because you may need help anytime throughout the year. So you put yourself at risk when you take a call from a call center and somebody says, oh, yeah, no, I can take care of you. You don't know who that person is. You don't even know if they're with the call center because there are a lot of bad actors out there, really bad actors, who are taking people's durable medical equipment, doing all kind of crazy stuff, promising them trips to the Bahamas. Girl, it is
Really
crazy. So because we're in 44 states and you have everybody's cell numbers, we are senior advocates.
So you've
We are
covered
not a
the gamut.
one-stop shop. Yeah, we are an LTV. So what that means is lifetime value is what you get from us. It's not for an enrollment, right?
Oh, wow.
And I think I also want to make sure that you understand it is a holistic process. So as we're going into the holidays, there are seniors who are very sad, seniors that are hurting, don't have families. I talk to seniors all day long. Some of them don't have any family, don't have food, and don't have anybody to call.
Yep.
We will put you with a program, okay? We will make sure that you have food, you have transportation.
Oh, so it's wraparound services too. You went out, Monet. She dropped.
We dropped. So
But
when,
you know what? Let's
Can
keep
you
the
hear me here?
conversation going while she gets back on, because it is important to get
I'll
that
call back
annual
in.
enrollment period, take advantage of it. Because if you miss the date, then you have to wait a whole nother year. Well, chances are, and particularly in the senior community, you're going to have some medical problems, and you're going to exacerbate those problems with medical bills.
yes, that's true.
Because I can tell you this, that medical bills make me sicker.
And I'll say, I work with seniors, and what Monet said that I love is that it's wraparound, the LTV. They're just not a one-stop, we gonna sell you this insurance and leave you, because here's the deal. I've had experiences with seniors who have called us and said, well, I can't find the guy who signed me up for the plan. I don't even know all the benefits for the plan. Right?
I don't even have the name.
Don't even have the name.
So when we call, it's so funny because when we talk to them and they say, I say, get a piece of paper and a pen. Why? Because you need to have my name and my phone number in case something happens. And so then what happens is, did your last agent ask you that? No, you know why? Because they're not going to be around.
They got paid that commission, and they don't care if you get any health services throughout the year. But they'll be back probably next year to make sure you stay enrolled.
Look, if they pay for their license.
Right.
That part. But you know what? We got a lot of ground to cover. So I noticed also that they've been advertising these changes in the Medicare Medicaid space. Can you explain what these changes are, Monet?
Yeah, so it's really in the Medicare Advantage space. It's not supplement. So a lot of us are dual eligible, which means that they have Medicare and Medicaid. Where you get the perk is if you're dual eligible. So what happens is you talk to somebody and they say, oh, yeah, you'll get a free grocery card, you get transportation. Not unless you're Medi-Medi.
Well,
right?
Medi-Medi is the dual eligibility.
It's the dual eligibility. So that they have people say, yeah, you want to have this transportation, knowing that they're not Medi-Medi. They promise them something they're not going to deliver, and then they sign them up. And then the worst part about it, you guys, is that agents will continue to call these people until the 7th. I have to tell you this sad story because it broke my heart. There was a lady who had been changed 20 times, right? Because the senior didn't remember who she talked to. So then the agent said, oh, well, then let me fix it for you. One broken.
Right.
Right? But they don't stop it. So however many times that senior enrolls, it'll just go from agent to agent to agent to agent.
So no continuity.
So I want you to tell people, stop answering the phone, put on your voicemail, I have signed up. I have an agent. I have her name and number, and do not call me again, or I will call the do not call list, and I will, report you, which is a $6,000 fine. But if they don't know that, there are seniors who said my phone rings constantly, thousands of times. If there's somebody listening that is having that problem, call our number and we will set you up. We will
give them the number, Monet. They were anxious to call it.
833-300-4968. And Tamara, the reason it's so important for the number is that they don't have to have a computer.
Oh,
they don't have to have an email. We do it over the phone because we understand. I talk to seniors, they're like, oh, girl, I'm old school. Okay, well, you know what? We got to bring you up to the present because there are things that you can only get with your email. So let us be that mouthpiece for you so you don't have to wait online for 30 minutes. You can call us directly and get it taken care of.
So that number again is 833-300-4968, 833-300-4968. I want you guys to take this number down seriously because this might be the number that saves your lives. 833-300-4968. Marcel.
So, Monet, I want you to talk to the believers and just tell about your company. So we do know tomorrow's the cutoff, but there are some people who just made the age requirement that qualify for Medicare, and they don't know how to really navigate it because they're new. Now, they automatically enrolled in Medicare. Do they need to call you to get enrolled? How does that work?
So there is an initial enrollment, and there's an AEP, which is what we're in right now, annual enrollment period. And there's also an OEP, which is open enrollment. So right now, if you just turned 65, you've got 3 months before you turn 65 and 3 months after you take 65 to enroll. So none of this is applicable to you. So if you just turned 65, and let me say this, if you are just turning 65, it is important you call us today because you need to have a retirement strategy in place. Making that transition is hard. You've been working all these years. All of a sudden, you've got to figure out what you're going to do with your IRA. You don't understand the government may take a portion of that. You don't understand how inflation is reducing how much you have in that IRA. And you're going around thinking, I have enough for the rest of my life. No, you don't. I don't even care if you got $1 million. You get cancer, and you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble because you're going to use all your money, and they're going to come get your house. Now you're going to be upset when you could have gotten away from all of that by calling us as soon as you turn 65. So those who are listening that are turning 65, please call the 833-300-4968. You are not in a rush. Only the people who are already in Medicare need to make their changes if they're an Advantage plan right now. And if you're not, if you're in a supplement plan, you can change every month. Right? So there are different rules for different people.
Yes, Jessa said this is exactly the kind of support seniors need. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, Monet, can you explain briefly what the difference between Medicare, Medicaid is, and the dual enrollment eligibility for both so people can be aware. And if they have already signed up, they can disenroll and re-sign with you. Is that right?
Yeah, well, and they don't have to disenroll because as soon as we put our name on it, it goes to us.
Okay. So
So
Medicare,
that's why I want them
Medicaid.
to know it's a simple process.
So Medicare and Medicaid, explain that in
Okay.
30
So
seconds.
Medicare is what everybody is entitled to if you're 65 and over. And if you're not, and you are disabled, like with ERSD or something like that, you can also qualify for Medicare. Okay? So that's just something everybody gets at 65. Let me say it this way. Let me change that. If you have been working and you have paid into the system.
Gotcha.
Okay? 10 quarters that you must have paid in to get something out. Now, can you still buy it? Yes. Okay? But most people get it for free.
Okay.
Most people get it. And if you find out at the last minute that you need to get a few more quarters, go back to work. Get those quarters. Because you don't want to have to pay for anything. And we'll show you how to do that. So we know all the ways of making sure you don't have to pay for things.
Wow.
Now, the Medicaid is different. Medicare is federal. Medicaid is state and federal. And what that means is there are different pots that people pull from. If you are within 100 or 200% of the federal poverty level, you will qualify for some type of Medicaid. And it's different levels of it, right? So qualifying levels.
So that's
But the
income
idea
driven.
is, yeah, there are people that could get more money, could get more perks, could get the $125 grocery card, but they don't know because they haven't gone to Social Security to find out where they are. So we will walk them through that too. This is just not enrollment for us. We really love our seniors. We care about them. That's why they're senior advocates. And nobody works for me that can't give up their cell phone. Okay, period. You've got to call people back within a 4-hour window. And I look at all of that every day because it's important.
Monet, I'm laughing. I love that. But I get fired on the first day that call back with a 4-hour window.
In the true Trump voice, you're fired.
But so Monet, you do great service. You have an amazing company that's helping a lot of people. I want you to hone in and tell the believers, the thousands of people listening, who you're talking to, who needs to call you, and how you can help them.
Okay. So I'm going to make this very focus driven. Anybody who's going into Medicare, you need to call me before you get into the enrollment. Those who are in Medicare, you need to call me because it's not about just setting it on renewal and let it go. Every year you must review your benefits because there's a lot of benefits because of the Inflation Reduction Act that you no longer have. So we're all excited about, you got a $2,000 cap, but guess what? Corporate's going to make that up somewhere. Some pound of flesh is coming from somebody. So understanding this message is for you if you're 65 and older, or if you have a disability and you qualify for Medicare, and or if you are Medicare and Medicaid. If you are both of those, and if you don't know, you definitely need to call.
That's
so
right.
we can kind of give you some guidance and put you in the right place because our motto is no senior should enroll with a stranger.
Well, you know what, Monet? This is really good because a lot of people let it lapse because they don't have an agent. They don't have someone to hold their hand through the entire situation. And your boutique agency that's spread over 44 states. I don't know how you guys could be considered boutique if you're 44 strong. But you know what? That was our line number, right? That was our line there, 44 strong. Yeah. But you know what? I am super excited. So the number to call, and you got to do it now, like literally call her now. She's on Pacific time. So she's got 2 more hours after Central Standard Time and Eastern Time. So you guys call this number, 833-300-4968, 833-300-4968, 833-300-4968. Monet, any parting words? I know that you can share more at the Secure 65 health plan programs, and that's give the website.
That's on YouTube. Every Thursday we have a live webinar, and we've got 70,000 subscribers right now.
Wow!
Did people really? And guess what, Tamara? It didn't kick off until I came with you guys.
Are you serious?
Wow!
I'm serious, Soror.
You know that's what sisters do.
You've got a voice that people love hearing, and we want to be a part of what you're doing, and we want you to be an active part of what we're doing. And with respect to the telephone, I start taking phone calls at 5 a.m. so that I can get everybody on Easter time, and I don't get off until 9 o'clock at night. So I don't care where you are, call me. We are dedicated. This is not a job for us. It is our mission.
Well, you know what, Monet? After the enrollment period is over and some things have died down for the burst of enrollment that you were getting, we would love to have you back because our mission is to continue educating our audience throughout the year, not just parts of the year. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you.
Love you so much. Appreciate you. I love her.
Thank you, Monet. Thank you. Listen, believers, make sure you're calling Monet 833-300-4968. Tomorrow is the cutoff for your enrollment period.
So you got all day tomorrow.
Tomorrow at midnight.
And all day
trust
today.
me, after you talk to Monet, you'll be saying like Whitney Houston, joy to the world.
That's right. It's Inspiration 1390.
Thank you, Monet.
Turn that down just a little bit. For those of you who are still on social media with us, definitely want you guys to get this number, 833-300-4968.
I said, thank you, Monet.
That's what you said.
Yeah, she said.
Put that on the crawl. She dropped. Oh, put that on the crawl, though, so we have it.
What's the crawl?
You know how it crawls?
Oh, that's what it's called? I just stay in banner, but I like to crawl. Thank you, Brunch Bunch, for your support. Secure 365 Health Plans is here to help you. Yes.
No, this is a really good service, though.
It is.
Monet is like...
Hey, good to see you.
What's going on? How are you? Beautiful. Good to see you. It's great seeing you. Welcome to the Brunch Bunch.
Yes, welcome.
Y'all don't know nothing about this. We produce the best in the north, south, east, and west. Yes. Hey, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for commenting about your relatives. What'd you say? Marcel? Your relatives that's trying to get up on your wife.
Well, that was one reason why I wouldn't let a relative. But if it was like, first of all, holidays get a little wild. People drink, you have arguments. I definitely have a lot of arguments around holidays. But don't judge me for the holiday banter.
No, the arguments are going to be crazy this year because it's all going to be political.
Yeah.
Well, of course, yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? It's always political, but this year it's going to be political and volatile.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, volatile.
One of the elections, my grandpa slapped my dad.
All you have to do is inbox me.
That was crazy.
Hey, you let him back.
Yeah.
Did you tell somebody to inbox you?
I mean, DM me.
You ain't going to answer it.
I am going to answer it. I'm going to answer it. Shut up. No, you're not talking.
All right, I don't answer phones. You don't answer
I
DMs.
eventually get to my DM.
I eventually get to the call.
No, you do not. Yeah, just I'll be looking out for it. How's that? I will go on my DMs and look out.
And if she don't reach back out, DM me, and then I'll make sure to remind her.
Yeah, no, he's poaching on my people, y'all. Anyway, so now for me, let me just explain what I would do.
You will let them come.
No, I would put them in a hotel.
No, you are one of the nicest people I know, and you forgive people for some stuff. I'd be like, Tabby.
No, I do, but I also watch you too. I'm not bringing you in my inner sanctum.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, like I can always forgive whatever you've done to me, always. But am I going to put you in my inner circle like that? No. Am I going to continue on how we got so close like that? No, because that would be a fool's situation, right?
Cherie's away your Santa hat. I need one. That would be foolish. So I guess it depends on what the problem was.
I would definitely put them in a hotel. But like
Adam,
sitting in my house,
still
I don't know.
give it a mic.
Attention, entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs, turn that down.
Every
Son.
time I hear that, I laugh out loud. Attention, entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Hey, Shimu. What's going on, y'all? Okay. But anyway, so that's just what I would do. I would put them in a hotel. Now, the question then would be, would I pay for the hotel?
Right, because I'm like, you paying for it.
It depends on how long they staying. You get 2 nights out of me.
Okay.
Yeah. Christmas and the night after. And that's just for one family.
Dang.
Yeah, because then people be like, oh, just go to Tammy's house. She gonna put you in a hotel. No.
I was about to say that I'm coming to your place.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Because you can't start something you're not gonna keep on.
Yeah.
Hey, Sharice. Hey, DJ B-Lo.
30 seconds.
What's up, Alicia? Oh, thank you
Andrea,
so much.
Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea. I know it was Andrea, but I just wanted to
You
make
do
sure.
know what school she went to, right?
Yes, I do. I know what school and center she's representing.
That's true.
Genesis. I know she has an amazing voice.
She does.
Maybe we'll get a little note on the air.
I'll tell you what's going on.
So what's going on is Andrea Jones, better known as, I should have let Tammy read the bio.
Janice Delana, a powerhouse opera singer and educator, bringing her vibrant energy to the brunch bunch. We appreciate your presence.
Yeah.
So hailing from Chicago's, Andrea's impressive journey includes a dual degree in music and Spanish from Fisk University.
Where is that
Fisk
located?
Forever is in Nashville, Tennessee, 37203, and masters from Roosevelt University. And when she's not dazzling audiences with her voice, she's empowering the next generation as the executive director of Genesis Music and its partners. Get ready to be inspired, believers, by her talent, her passion, her beauty, and her love for the arts. Welcome, Andrea. We appreciate you. Not only do we appreciate you, you are the example, a shining example of what the arts can do for you career-wise, and why we should rethink them being the first cut in budget cuts from public schools or district schools.
Absolutely. That's actually one of our mission, a big part of our mission at GMA, because the arts is one of the things that in Chicago we have not expanded to STEAM education. We're still on STEM education. Yes. And across the nation, we have broadened that into understanding the importance of the arts and how the arts helps with creativity, innovation. And it's very important in a child's development to have those avenues of accessibility. So they're able to be a whole human and they're able to be contributions to society because they've been able to practice those arts and develop those skills in knowing how to handle situations, because being an artist is more than just performance. You have to know how to articulate yourself. You have to know how to have a presence. You have to know how to sell yourself. So it's just so many different facets.
I'm glad you explained that, because that multi-lane educational pathway is super important and genius level. But a lot of times these academia people think that it's only math and science. No. How would we be entertained if we didn't respect the arts?
Well, speaking of arts, Andrea.
Yes.
What inspired your passion for opera singing, and how did growing up in Chicago shape your journey?
Oh, yes. So, Chicago is rich with music, and I did not get my inspiration for opera until I went to college. I started off singing in gospel all through Chicago, and when I went to school, I thought I could study, singing gospel music. Nope. Classical only. And it was a very intense space, and I had to switch my entire frame of thinking, and it made me realize how important it is to have a certain type of representation in that arena. And it was very hard. It was a very tumultuous road switching from gospel to formal training. Before college, I had no formal training, didn't know how to read music, anything. So I learned all of that in college.
Wow, at the Fisk University.
At the Fisk University. Now, you know what? You kind of hit on this next question, but I would like for you to expound on it a little bit for the people who are listening, who are inspired, but don't have a pathway. You're going to be their pathway. So can you share a memorable moment from the time that you were at Fisk University or Roosevelt University that defined your career path?
Ooh, that's a wonderful question. So at Fisk University, there are two very important people that shaped my career path. That was Val Bumblis and Dr. Christopher Duke. Dr. Christopher Duke gave me the opportunity to be the assistant director of the Fisk University Choir, even now, up to this day, and that helped cultivate my performance experience, getting myself out there. And also Val Bumblis is the reason for the Fisk Jubilee Singer Sound, and her foundational training helped carry me to the next level. And Roosevelt, my coach, Dr. Shannon McGinnis, who is now the interim dean of the CCPA College, really helped combine my gospel training with my classical training to help me realize that there is no difference and that they're one and the same, and how to bridge the two. And that just took my career to the next level.
Wow. That's so amazing. So let's move forward. You're an amazing opera singer. You're an amazing human being, helping reach back and help the future.
Yes.
You're working with Genesis Music and Arts. Tell us, what is Genesis Music and Arts, GMA, and your role and what you guys are doing?
Yes. So Genesis Music and Arts, the mission of this wonderful organization is to enrich the community with programs of practical musical art, education, appreciation, exhibitions, and creative events. We believe in historical, social, and emotional and psychological power of music, visual arts, dance to inspire, educate, and build a strong community. So to put that all in a nutshell, we strongly believe that arts, whether it be dance, performing, acting, singing, is the foundation of a whole community. It brings us out and show appreciation for different cultures, age groups, representations. And so what we do at Genesis Music and Arts is we are trying to become the bridge for minority communities to have access to a whole arts education so they can get experience and exposure with these professional performance opportunities that we try to provide for our students, even of all ages.
That was powerful. So the president of Genesis is another Fisk guy.
Yes, she is.
Who is super talented in her own right.
Yes,
and the vision was amazing. The pathway was incredible. And it was inspired to name it after her daughter, who actually embodies that whole vision that you just, that whole mission statement. Now, Genesis is 7. Well, she's 8 now, right?
9.
She's 9 now.
9.
Okay, so she's 9, and she's been 29 since she was born. But I say that because Jasmine and Genesis Art School has had her in piano and drama, and she is the young voice,
yes,
the young symbol,
yes,
of what a child can be if
absolutely,
they are exposed to it.
Absolutely.
Kind of like with Serena and Venus.
Yes.
They were exposed to a young Michael Jackson.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, yes.
So at what ages do you all take students, and how can people enroll?
So we take ages as young as 4.
Wow.
Yes, and we even have adult students. You can enroll in many ways. You can visit our website at www.genesismusicandarts.com, or you can give us a call at 773-827-1680. Again, that is 773-827-1680. You can also reach us on our Instagram page at Genesis Music and Arts, and you can DM our CEO, and we will make sure that we try to get you registered as quickly as possible.
You guys are doing, first of all, I'm so proud. Shout out to the CEO, yes, Jasmine Rudan, yes, who is doing amazing work, classically trained pianist. And you are an opera singer, and you're both helping the next generation. But you got a big event coming up.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
And you're the host.
Woo!
Come on, let's not forget that. So we're super excited. So we have our annual recital fundraiser coming up. Our goal this year is $25,000. And the point of this recital is to not only raise money for programming and funding so that we can continue to enrich the community, but we're trying to expand and offer full scholarships and partial scholarships for families who may want to enrich their children, but may not be able to afford the lessons. Everyone knows the arts is expensive, and it's expensive to get educated, and so therefore, that training is expensive, but we want to make sure that it is accessible. So December 15th at Merritt School of Music, address 38 South Peoria, Chicago, Illinois, 60607. From 1 to 4, we'll be having our winter recital. We have our VIP hour, which is for some special guests and some special presentations from 1 to 2. And then from 2 to 4 will be the actual program where we will have our private students, some of our workshops, myself, Jasmine, and a few other instructors will be performing that evening.
It is always an amazing time. Now, Andrea, we don't have much time on the show, but I don't know if you want to, let the believers hear a little of that melodic.
We were going to go to Hallelujah, but let's her.
Yeah, let's,
whatever you want.
I love to hear a gospel song and opera or whatever you want to say. Right. The voices.
Okay, no problem. You can do the Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Hey, we didn't need the tractor play. We got wow. Listen, that is Andrea Jones.
You know what? I was looking at her entire mouth. When you were classically trained, your whole mouth changes.
Listen,
literally.
She gets in chill bumps. Wasn't that amazing?
Baby, I'm like...
Your turn, Tabby.
No. Wait, Zoe.
Wait, but before we go to song, I do want to... Zoe, your turn. Let me hear you. No, listen, that is amazing.
Thank you.
So that was a taste of what your kids can learn at GMA. They can learn singing, how to play the piano, dance. All of the arts are covered at GMA. You want to support? Tina said, girl, with a bunch of art. You want to support this event? How can they get tickets to the event one more time?
Please reach out to Genesis Music and Arts. And if you go to Ticket Falcon and / Winter Recital 2024, you will be able to directly purchase tickets. And also on our social media page, there are links to the website as well to purchase those tickets to our event. We hope to see you soon.
Listen,
and I'm
pull
so
up.
excited that you are hosting. That is awesome.
I know this.
Marcel does a great job, not only hosting at the event, but also garnering people to get to the events. So when you're booking and you're looking for a host, definitely look for him.
Oh, thank you. Yes. And you know what? Tamara as well. When you need a female or you want a duo, male and female, we both can do it together. Call Adam laughing. But listen, I do want to say this. Shout out to GMA. Shout out to Jasmine. This will be my second time hosting this fundraiser.
Nice.
So I know that it's a great event. Come out, party with a purpose, connect with us, we'll have a good time. And shout out to GMA. They will be performing at Breakfast with Santa this year. So and speaking of Breakfast with Santa, I want to thank everybody for the giving on Giving Tuesday. But Wednesday, Tamara, we opened up registration at 3 p.m. And by 8 p.m., I had to close it. We had 872 people RSVP for Breakfast with Santa. So we got.
Now, if you just charge each one of those 872 $1,
we'll be all right. Right. Because I said that to say we need more toys.
That's right.
Because we have 614 children RSVP. We set up a waiting list. and that is already over 100 people.
Yeah.
I was like, God.
So it's 100 people on the waiting list.
But we got
And
872
we don't
on
want
the list.
any of those kids to go home
Without
without
a toy, yes.
So we want you to give. And how do they give?
You can go on whoisjac.org, get information about giving and donating toys, dropping them off. Listen, we're going to do
Where
it.
do they drop them off?
At the Dream Center. And shout out to Jennifer Hernandez, Union Home Mortgage.
Yes.
I woke up this morning, she has sent $1,000 to support. I said, wow. So shout out to Jennifer. But listen, tomorrow, and I'm done, Love McPherson's annual holiday event is going down at the Blue Door. It is sold out. Tammy, I put you on the VIP list, but it is sold out. But listen, if you RSVP, make sure you pull up. It's going to be a great time.
You know what? I definitely want to encourage you guys to bring your kids to the Genesis Music and Arts event, because sometimes you don't even know how talented your kids are until you put them in front of other talent.
Yep.
So it's all going down 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, December the 15th, 38 South Peoria at the Winter Recital. Y'all, it's Friday. It's time to get out of here. But take the Lord wherever you go this weekend, because promise you, you need a little more Jesus. And we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I love you, Action Jackson.
Tamara Fair, I love you. Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you.
Too. Up next is AC Green. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Right on point.
Right on point.
Wait, I want to read Sharice. Tina said every family should pay $1 per person. Sharice said when we're going shopping, I want to read her comment to your question. She said, in my Dr. Seuss voice, you cannot, shall not stay in my space or any other place around me.
I love it. Y'all are the best. Thank you, family. Thank you, Brunch family. Thank you, the Thompson family. I appreciate you all. I love you. We'll see you on Monday.
See y'all.